Hey, good afternoon, Marcos, man. ¿Cómo estás? How you doing?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm good, man. Hanging out. Just another day thinking about, a lot of people might bump into me throughout the years. Over 23 years ago, I've been in the adult system, so I'm excited to share my experiences. But all is good.
Man, I want to go ahead and thank you, man, for blessing us with your presence, man, and taking the time out of your day and, spreading those words of wisdom and that positivity, my friend. I know you yourself have lived and breathed this lifestyle for decades, man, and I appreciate spreading that message and that word, man, that is not worth it, not even a single bit.
Thank you for the opportunity you're giving me to do that. And now I do it because growing up, I never had that avenue that nowadays people have out there, especially those youngsters. And coming from somebody that's been there and still going through those emotions because I'm still incarcerated, so I look forward to it, man, and thank you.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. The pleasure is all mine. So Marcos, man, I understand that you have a list written up for us. 10 things that an average person such as myself is not aware of. 10 things to stay away from inside this California prison system. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, yeah, it is, man. And, these 10 things that one time when I was on the streets, to me it seemed like it was the stupidest things, so whatever. But coming to prison, man, a whole different perspective and a whole different scene was opened up into my life, So, yeah, I do have these 10 things written down. And hopefully it could, make people think out there or how, small things in prison could be bigger things.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Now, if you would kindly do so, man, please go ahead and share those 10 things, man. I'm sure me, myself, and the audience all are curious, man, of what you got to say, man, on that list.
Oh, yeah, okay. The number one thing not to do in prison is steal. It could be from forgetting, because it has happened to me. I forgot my soap dish on the showers, and when within 2 minutes I went back and looked for it and it was gone. So that was something that not doing prison, it could get you in trouble. Still, number two is standing in front of other people's doors, like in the cells, because the other people inside. As for myself, I would think, man, he's trying to run up on the cell. So when the door opens, I have the freedom of either fly that individual or question individual. So that's another thing that not to do in prison. Number three, do not walk across other races' pull-up bars. That could cause a riot, because in prison, there's little areas that different races, they've been kicking there. And it goes with us, right? When I used to be a sureño. So that's another thing. Do not just cross other barriers, because it could cause a riot. Number four, don't change up. Change up being like, I'm talking to one individual, I'm pretending to be one way, and I talk to another individual, and I'm a whole different way. So just be yourself, man. And that's number four. Number five is do not stand behind people, because in prison, standing behind somebody, I'm a feel threatened. Man, he's trying to get me from behind, or even walking too close to people, or staying too close to people that I don't even know. Number five would be, number six, looking to other individuals' cell. That's a big no, because on the streets, you ain't going to go into other people's windows and look what they have in the house or who's in there. And it's the same concept here in prison when it comes to the cell living. Number seven, don't give your word and do not keep it. So how many times I myself growing up, I used to give my word and not keep it. I used to do the opposite of what I used to say. But coming to prison, I learned quick, within the first year or within months, that my word is bond. So whatever I say, I must do. So if I'm not willing to do anything, then don't say and don't speak on it. Don't run to pick the homie. So if I see a homie across the yard, don't run. I won't run to him or across their room, because he might cause alert. Everybody's gonna be on their toes, and he's like, man, what's going on? So when you run in prison, it's because something bad is gonna happen, or a riot, or something's gonna go down. Number 9, speak without facts of anyone. So do not speak about anything or anyone not having facts. You know, so there's always a two sides of a story. So if somebody want to speak on somebody but not having facts, that's not good. That's another thing not to do in here. You know, and number 10, and don't be a center of attention. You know, here in prison, since I've been doing time, that's one thing, like the homies told me, like, don't walk like if you hard. Don't walk like you don't stink, excuse my language, but so don't try to be the center of attention, because you will be tested, you know, and I've seen people want to act hard, and they will be tested. And at the end of the day, they change their mind. So those are the 10 things that not to do in prison, you know. And he has taught me how to be humble, man, how to be myself.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
In prison has taught me how to be a man of positivity, you know. These things I have put in to get into my life, and it has done me a long way. So I want to share these things that people out there, the youngsters out there, could keep in mind and could make them think. Oh yeah, so, you know, I'm sharing these things because I hope that people out there listening, youngsters listening, you know, adolescents, whoever, that I hope you guys won't be able to follow these rules. Man, I hope you guys are out there and thinking about going to school, finishing school, going to college, becoming a lawyer, fireman, doctor, you know, or even use positive stuff out there, man. Like, hopefully this list right here could stand you guys' thoughts and say, you know what, I don't want to go through all that because it's nonsense, you know. And like, finishing school is the best thing in life, because I didn't finish school on the streets, but I'm going to school now.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Like, for people that like to write on walls, man, like, go to school so you could have like a mural, like you could become an expert mural, or could have like a company, murals, or like airbrushing cakes, birthday cakes, whatever, you know. So I just want to share that with you guys, man, and give us some type of positivity, man. So by the ending of this year, beginning of next year, you guys could have like a focus, a different point of view in life. And I just want to thank all of you for listening, man.